Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. It's your multiversal medium here for another episode of Immortal Life. Last time we left off, I was talking about Rune Factory and farming games a bit too much. Like to the point where it was the entire episode. I also finally finished those 2 quests that required anima fruit. We finally got enough. Took a while, but, well, what doesn't? It's not about how quickly you get things done, just that you slowly take the time to get things done, you know? Yeah, something like that. You know what? I think we might have enough mulberry seeds at this point to grow a few more silkworms. Yeah, let's grab some. Not mulberry seeds, mulberry leaves. I think we've gotten to the point where we can eat some more silkworms and get them going. Yeah. Do we have any more? Yeah. And, okay, yeah, she gave us a full set of silkworms. That's really nice of her. Wonderful. Add spiritual cocoons. Okay. So that's adding the cocoons in there. Okay, cool. I think we're going to let this entire batch do its thing before we add any more silkworms, just so the next time we add silkworms, it's gonna be synced up. I honestly don't know how long it takes for these silkworms to properly grow, but yeah. I know they're out of sync now. I may as well get them going to get this going to some degree, at the very least. Yeah, I think anima herbs honestly do kind of grow a bit less during winter. It's not that they don't grow, it's they just do so less. But pretty certain I just kind of went on my entire tangent about farming games as a whole and how Harvestella right at the end of the last episode is like, yeah, that's probably the biggest disappointment I've had when playing a farming game in a long time. When it comes to my biggest disappointment when it comes to farming games in a long time, it's not Harvestella actually though, it's the My Time series, and I did an entire episode earlier in Immortal Life about that. About just how scummy their practices are, but it's already been said. It's already been said. I am really looking forward to Guardians of Azuma, though. It seems like they figured out a lot of the flaws with Rune Factory 5, at least trailer-wise. It seems like they figured out a lot. I think the biggest gripe that I've seen people have online. Ooh, I can grab that and finish up that quest real quick too. Is the fact that they have another unmarriable MILF. I don't think I talked about that last episode. So Rune Factory 5 has all these love interests, male and female. And for the male love interest you can have, they actually took the time to make some mature looking male love interests, which I was genuinely surprised about. Hey, here's your tea. Is this the, I'm not even gonna say it, tea? It smells so good. I wonder how it tastes when I drink it. Let me try it. Mujia makes a pot of the tea. Well, the taste is very fresh and the fragrance of the flowers is lovely. It doesn't seem sweet enough. Add some sugar, add some salt. Try adding a little bit of mixed honey. Ooh. Sugar would be the obvious choice, but let's be honest. If you're pairing a sweetness with a tea that you're brewing like this, it's got to be honey. Because it's a hot tea. Yes, sugar would go into it and melt into it just fine, but honey would pair very well. if we're talking about like something you're going to serve cold, making and brewing a hot tea, mixing in the sugar, and then chilling it would probably be the smart move. A little bit of mixed honey. Yeah, the mixed honey itself has a light floral aroma, so it's perfect for flavoring flower tea. Sweet and refreshing. This is the taste we wanted. You should try it too. Finally, I found a way to make this sweet tea. There seems to be no problem in this world that you can't solve. Thank you, Aoshan. Good to have you here. You learned the recipe? Boiled tea. Cool, cool. Awesome. Funky, funky, fresh, fresh. They're still having their little book club powwow nonsense. 9-1. I am going to guess that Ting Fang legit is the author of that book series. I talked to you. And actually want to talk to you. Okay. Already talked to her today. Good stuff. So, honestly, I think we're still gathering materials. It's been like, how many episodes of me just gathering materials throughout the entirety of it and rambling? I feel bad while also knowing like, no, but I am technically finishing quests and stuff, and it's not bad. I'm just rambling through the entirety of it, and that's how a farming game would go if you're watching a proper Let's Play, yeah. Whether it's gathering materials or working on the farm, it's a lot of downtime in between talking to this or that character. And yeah, the downtime is what's enjoyable. I don't dislike mining in this game. I feel bad that I've been mining for so many episodes, though. Oh, well. Actually, I think I planted the sticky rice. I might actually be able to finish that one. Hey, dude, hashtag rude. That one kid that wanted the sticky rice cakes or whatever. If we can finish that quest line, I think we might be able to get another Mystic Realm. It sounded kind of like that's what they were talking about. That area might be a Mystic Realm. Just gonna have to wait and see. Oh well. Oh, as I was saying, Rune Factory 5, for the male love interest, actually had two characters that were more mature than what I was expecting. I remember when my fiance and I first got it, and she sees this one character and she's like, "Ooh, him, right?" And I'm like, no way. Rune Factory is known for their really childish love interest. They just started introducing male love interest in like 4. No way. Like that big, like actually looking like adult dude. No, that's not happening. And then he was, and I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty awesome. Maybe the female love interest. No. All the female love interests are basically children. The one female love interest that doesn't look like a child is a one-note character that's played for gags usually. So you're either stuck with dating children or dating a not character in that game if you're into women. So yeah, it's pretty insulting. What's even more insulting is there are 3 older woman characters who they aren't married or anything. They don't have a male lover whatsoever. 2 of them actually have kids, which in that game I wouldn't care about. I think it would be interesting to date and actually be able to marry a character with a child themselves. I think that would add a lot of interesting tidbits to the married life as a whole. But what's worse is, one, obviously the fans like these characters a lot. They're a lot more characters than some of the love interests, and they look a lot more mature. And let's be effing honest, The Rune Factory series has been around for decades. And the Story of the Season series has been around for decades and decades. The fan base that is into these games are adults. A good number of them are. And yes, younger people are getting into the series, and that's wonderful. I'm not denying that. I'm saying the consistent fan base is comprised of older individuals at this point. They aren't children anymore. The people who buy every Rune Factory game and the people who buy every Story of Seasons game now, they're not kids. They're not teenagers anymore. They're adults. So those that may want an adult female love interest obviously latched on to these three characters that looked more like adults. And not a single one of them was a love interest. In fact, one of them's the mother of one of the love interests you can have. But she's very childish, just like every other character, so why would you go for her? So, the other two adult-like love interests, I think... I don't know if it was both of them, but I'm pretty certain at least one of them, after they cracked open the code for this game, was going to be a marriage candidate. Like, there's hints in the code about her being a marriage candidate. And it is genuinely upsetting to know we would have gotten an adult actual marriage candidate and they just took it out. We don't know why they didn't bother with it. And what's more insulting is the game's on Steam now. And there are mods for Rune Factory 5. And nobody's taking the time to finish that. People will frickin' fix every single issue in a Bethesda game, as well as add all the features that the devs didn't add because they know the modders would add it. People will fix Bethesda games when Bethesda will still not fix an issue in Skyrim that's been there since vanilla. Hey, I'm talking about the Morokei mask. That's been around since vanilla. That mask should be different. Let's talk about this and I'll continue this rant. Aoshen, I brought the honey tea to the guests who came from the Flower Valley, and they had so much praise for it, they even gave me this special tea set from the valley. Still, without your help, I couldn't have made such a sweet and refreshing tea. So this tea set should go to you. No refusing. Okay, yeah, cool. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Oh, you're sending me something? Did you like the slates from last time? I made a new batch. Hope you like it. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Appreciate it. Gosh dang, that was a bit more than I was expecting. I got another letter. Anyways, snowman. Hey, nice little tea set. Cute. Cool. Awesome. Wonky. Fresh. The bestest of the bestest ever. Also, just to know, I will design my house and like the farm later. It's I will design the stuff. I will take the time to actually make things look good. It's not going to be a frickin' circus tent clown suit equivalent when it comes to my living space forever. G has taken the medicine recommended last time, but his condition has not improved. Do you think I should talk to Dr. Sun again? It's only been a few days and recuperation is a long process. Let's wait and see. Don't worry, at least G's condition is stable now. Like, dude, wait and see. I was dealing with this while sick, actually. Like, so I had an infection and we never technically pinpointed what the infection was. But I had an infection that was taking 2 weeks before I healed up from it, basically. Like, it took a long time for me to heal up from this infection. And by the week and a half mark, and I've already seen a doctor about it, and they gave me medication to help with it. My fiance and my family were like, no, you should be better by now. You need to go back to the doctor. And I'm like, they said it could take 2 weeks, and I'm probably going to be the one that takes the 2 weeks. I've got medication. It's like, no, you need to go back to the doctor. So I go back to the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, it's gonna take 2 weeks. Yes, I've been too impatient. I was hoping he would wake up immediately after taking the medicine. No, it don't work that way. So it was just kind of like, I told you guys so. I'm doing what the doctor ordered. Like, why are you on me about this? I'm right. Stop booing. Like, I also understand from their viewpoint, though. They're genuinely concerned, and I'm just still ill. Well, I should have been showing improvement by that point, when it's like, no, I'm at like the midpoint of this. I'm just now starting to do a bit better. Like, it's going to take time. Like, talk to you. I'm certain if I was in their shoes, I'd be feeling the exact same way and genuinely upset. No way. I'd like to talk to you. Like, talk to you. So, I can't blame him for it. I really can't. I'd like to talk to you. I was just sick at the time, so like being forced to go back out to the doctor a second time was like, oh, come on. Like, I'm doing what's told. It's not getting worse. It is getting slightly better. No, you need to go to the doctor again. It's like, oh, fine. Dr. Sun, how is G? G's condition is stable these days. Please don't worry. When will he wake up? It's hard to say. What worries me is that he has been in a coma for so long that his blood doesn't circulate well and his internal breathing has been impaired. It's harmful to his body. I mean, at least we're in an immortal setting. So like, his cultivation probably means he doesn't need to eat or drink. So arguably, at least that's covered. You guys should probably ship to move him and kind of like sponge bathe him every once in a while, man. That doesn't sound good. What can we do? Don't worry. I'll give you another prescription that could greatly boost his recovery. Let's wait for a few days and see how it works this time. G is much stronger than I expected. My previous treatment was too conservative. Okay, thank you, Dr. Sun. Your timing is perfect. I'm counting on you for the herbal medicine long. G's recovery. Can't wait. Please hurry. Why is it pushed on me? Oh, this dude better freaking be thankful when he wakes up. Okay, what do we gotta do? Ginger times 15, man. I don't know any way to get ginger besides going to a frickin' school and looking for some. And they ain't all that common. Honestly, it depends on where you at. You go to Ireland, you come across a good number of gingers from what I hear. Anyways. Stupid jokes aside. I know I need potatoes. Let's get like 10 potatoes. That should probably give me a solid chance at potatoes. I need exquisite rice, so give me like 10 of those and oh no, we'll go from there. Try to figure things out. Ginger. Where the heck am I gonna get ginger? Like, I know it sounds simple, but like in this setting, ginger is considered like a weird, great cure-all drug that you can turn into a lot of medicines. And that sounds weird that I'm like, yeah, ginger, the Best thing since sliced bread, the cure-all drug. But like, we're talking about like ginger found in the mountains that could be like thousands of years old because it's a spiritual root kind of thing. That kind of stuff. Let's get rice down and... Excuse you, come on. Why did me hitting left go all the way to my axe? That's a bit odd. Okay. Should be good there. Did I already feed you guys? I don't think I fed you guys. Ooh. Place the cocoon rack. Cocooning time is upon us. There we go. Yeah, gonna get some nice cocoons. Good stuff. Got a bunch of fat worms ready to make their little homes. It's a weird thing to say. Anybody. So ginger in this setting can be like a spiritual root, and honestly it's in a lot of Asian storytelling settings of just finding a spiritual ginger kind of thing and using it in Chinese medicine to make some sort of prescription or great medicine as a whole. And the longer it's been growing or whatever, the grander the medicine could be made, kind of thing. And then if we keep adding more high fantasy elements, it could be a plant that's about to spiritually awaken with consciousness. So you're basically talking about a plant that may become a person in a weird way. There's a lot of avenues this could go, and I'm pretty certain it's ginger that does this. Is it ginger? I feel like it is. But going a bit beyond that into the real life aspect of ginger. Ginger mainly is just good for settling your stomach. That's all I've really found a use for ginger. It is good for that. So if you get like motion sick in any way, shape, or form, ooh. Get 30 decorations. Did that give me a decoration? Did I get a weird decoration for that? I don't think so. Huh, weird. Pretty certain the achievement I just got was like, yeah, you got 30 decorations. Maybe getting enough geodes actually unlocked a recipe for something? Who knows? Who knows? Either way, ginger marriable is great for like motion sickness. One thing you can do is get ginger snap cookies for road trips or whatever type of trip that you get motion sick on. Another thing are what's known as Dramamine pills, I believe they're called. Which is literally just ginger. There's nothing else in those. They are just ginger tablets. So basically you just swallow a capsule filled with ginger powder to help settle your stomach. And I always find that hilarious because I think Dramamine used to be something else and ginger, but my fiance used to get pretty motion sick regularly before. Gosh, I am really getting lucky with those frickin' spirit shards. That is a lot of those popping up recently. Seemed like they weren't that common for a while. Weird. Like, it's only 30 spirit shards, so it's not like it's the grandest thing ever to find. It's just a nice little surprise. Anybot. Hey, my fiance was dealing with motion sickness for a while early in our relationship, and she's since gotten over it. I don't know exactly what's changed, but she doesn't get motion sick as easily anymore. But I remember going on a road trip for my brother's wedding, and her coming along, and we picked up some Dramamine, and I just read the ingredients on the side, and the ingredients are ginger. And that's the ingredients. Is it Dramamine? Is that it? I'd have to go look for this bottle somewhere in my medicine cabinet. Either way, a well-known like motion sickness freaking medication you may get over the counter. Just like, if you have a chance and you remember this episode, check the ingredients. It's probably just ginger. And I find that low-key hilarious that they're just selling ginger pills. Oh goodness. Did I ever finish the thought process about Rune Factory 5's love interest? I think I... Oh yeah, I was going on a tangent and then I had to stop because we had letters to read. So yeah, modders will fix every single issue when it comes to Skyrim and any Bethesda game. They will make a bad Bethesda game and try to turn it into a good one as best they can until they throw in the towel. I think that happened with Starfield. I think legit even the modding community is like, yeah, we can't do anything with Starfield. This game is actually just really bad. We cannot fix this. Which is astounding because the mentality for Bethesda fans is we can fix this with mods. It's not Bethesda should fix this. It's the fans can fix the issues that Bethesda put into this game with mods and make this into the game we want it to be. And it's always been that. Even if you, well, Oblivion Remaster's out now, so this is valid to talk about. The Oblivion Collector's Edition back in the day came with a making of Oblivion DVD that you could check out. And on the DVD, one of the Bethesda staff is on record saying like, yeah, we wanted to do like this one, you know, thing. Actually, it wouldn't have been on the collector's edition because that would have had to have come out. Like this interview would have had to come out after Oblivion came out. Anyways, there's an interview with a Bethesda staff member from Oblivion mentioning like, yeah, we wanted to add like, well, I wanted to add this one feature and we were like crunched for time, so it was like no way to do it. But I felt fine because I knew the modders would like add this feature, and like lo and behold, like a week after the game came out, there's a mod for it with that feature exactly how I wanted it. And honestly, that one statement is so indicative of Bethesda's entire game design philosophy that it's horrifying. Bethesda never expects to ship a finished product. They expect the modders to finish their product. And the modders have for a long time. But now we're at a weird catch-22, especially with the Oblivion remaster. And those that don't know, obviously the Oblivion remaster has its issues. Probably by the time this episode's up, I should have had another Oblivion episode up. Maybe even two. We'll see. I'm doing a series based on the original Oblivion and Oblivion remaster, comparing lesser known aspects of the two games, lesser known quests, and seeing if there's changes. I have the footage for 3 quests right now, talking about, oh, this is weirdly changed. Oh, weirdly enough, this exploit is exactly the same as the original Oblivion. Oh, they effing completely rebalanced this quest. And I need to edit and get a script going and all that stuff. for that episode, and I have another video planned. I actually have a list of various quests I want to do to look into this. So we'll get there when we get there. But hopefully by the time this video is up, I will at least have one of these videos up. Now, what was I going to say? Why did I go on that tangent? Oh, right. So, with that in mind, obviously the remaster has a few issues. It just does. But beyond those few issues, obviously the modding community is trying to fix them. One of the initial issues it was facing is the fact that it's Steam Deck verified. And although it is Steam Deck verified, it does not run well on the Steam Deck. So modders came up with a way to mess with various aspects of the settings and make it so it's a lot more playable. Great. But also, what just came out was a notice that basically the Oblivion remaster is probably one of the first Elder Scrolls games that they don't want you to mod. And I don't think, I'm assuming this was a choice by Microsoft as a whole. I don't think they realize how bad of a choice that is. Because the game needs to be modded to fix sometimes game-breaking bugs. And that's been an ongoing issue with Bethesda games. They will not fix these game-breaking bugs. They will not fix bugs that are showcased in vanilla versions of their game, even when they've re-released the game over a decade later. When I was initially going on this tangent, I mentioned Morokei. Morokei is a boss as well as a named unique item that you get from the boss in Skyrim. And since vanilla, it has not had the effects it needs on the item that it is meant to have. And it is so infuriating because the effects that mask is supposed to have, it is a Dragon Priest mask for those of you that do know Skyrim and odds and ends about Skyrim. It is a named Dragon Priest mask. What's so infuriating about it not having all the effects it's supposed to have is if it did, it opens a new gameplay avenue for Skyrim that I consider one of the funnest ways to play Skyrim in a more vanilla way. You can still do this gameplay, but you'd have to kind of like do an exploit to do it. But it is one of the funner ways to play Skyrim. And they basically locked a means for a casual player to have this playstyle behind this bug now, and it's never going to be viable. And what that playstyle is a shout-based playthrough. So in Skyrim, they added shout powers, which is basically you using your voice to do various things. And the biggest caveat to enjoying shouting in the game is the fact that they have long cooldowns. Like, it basically, you'll do one of these shouts and then have to wait minutes sometimes, depending on the shout, before you can use the ability again. So it doesn't seem as viable or as fun. That being said, in the initial game, there are multiple ways to shorten how long that cooldown is. And Morokei was going to be a third way of doing that. Nope, go down a ladder. There we go. Yeah. Classes. Morokei was going to be the third way of increasing your shout cooldown. But now that that item doesn't work, basically, you're locked into only, I'd like to talk to you. By the way, how's that, that going? Ooh, I think we actually did get a goldfish. Awesome. Yeah. Get you going back in the Gion sect. Quick question. Fish specimens. How many do I need for whatever specimen? I want a goldfish one. I need 3 goldfish. Okay. Oh, better get on that, man. Catch my goldfish. Now then, shout cooldown in the game without this mask. You can do 2 different things to add to the cooldown. With the mask, you would have had 3 versions of that buff going. And at that point, you could shout a good deal in very basic gameplay, and it would feel rewarding to do so. Sadly, you can't do that because that item is bugged and does not have that effect on it like it should. And that has been an issue since vanilla. Basically, since they initially made Skyrim, this has been an issue. And they've never fixed it when they've re-released Skyrim multiple times on multiple consoles with various other choices and fixes or changes. I want you all to realize Skyrim on Switch has changes to it that are kind of weird and maybe unique that they added later to the Anniversary Edition. What I'm talking about is like vampire attacks. The vampire attacks are only once to start the Dawnguard DLC in Skyrim on the Switch, when they were consistent and constant in earlier versions of the game, to the point where you felt compelled to finishing the Dawnguard DLC just so they'd stop because they were so annoying. So yeah, they are willing to make changes and make things different in later versions. They have just never, not a single time, taken the time to fix that one bug. And that's just indicative to Bethesda's mentality when it comes to game design. The bug is fixed if you mod it. And their mentality is modders will fix things. They don't need to. So Oblivion Remastered, having a legit statement by Bethesda being like, yeah, they don't want you to mod this game. They aren't as open. They don't have the creation toolkit. They're like, nah, you're not supposed to be modding this one. Is effing horrifying. Because that means this game's going to be busted in a lot of ways. And it's not going to be as easy to get things fixed. So, yeah. That's not good. That's really, really, really not good. Oh, pepper level 4. Oh, quest. What's up, man? Tonics on cold days. On a snowy day, you should eat something spicy to warm up. I heard that steamed hot fish head tastes delicious. Has the effect of dispelling the cold, it is nourishing. I really want to try it. I do not want to eat fish head ever. That is one of those foods that I know is a valid food, but gosh, does it not look appetizing. Like, talk to you. Yeah, so, hey, what's up, man? Let's buy some herbs. We need, like, ginger. Got anima herbs I could actually just buy. That's interesting. I don't know what these brassica ones are, and honestly, I guess I'll just try them. I didn't know that was all my money. Apparently I'm like out of money and I didn't even notice. Well then. It is what it is. Why don't you take the time to buy from me all these things that I don't need, so that we're good in all regard when it comes to money for a hot sec, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Scallions will grow well in spring. Good to know. Oh, wait. I think I have enough, footpaths or whatever to turn in that one quest, so let's go do that real quick. Now then, to circle the whole Oblivion modding thing back to the original topic. So there are mods for Rune Factory 5. And I don't know what depth the modders are able to go into. Honestly, I'm not a modder. Getting the yard. Here's 10 flagstone paths. There is the cross path. Thank you, it's getting cold, so take this yellow wine to warm your body. She loves drinking. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Like, talk to you. Like, talk to you. Oh, by the way, Mystic Realm stuff, claim all that. By the way, go do that. Now, like I was saying, I don't know how in-depth the modders are able to get, what they're able to do, so on and so forth. Materials, claim all. By the way, go do that. But, considering this love interest does have some aspects of the fact that she was a love interest in the code, gosh, do I really wish somebody would crack that open and actually turn her into a proper marriage candidate. I really do. It would have been nice. It would have made me actually genuinely want to get the game on PC and replay it in its entirety. Just to see how that was. But, that's not a viable thing, and an avenue of thought and nothing more. Sad as that is. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we're going to be using all these essence things in like alchemy at some point. Obviously, we're not doing alchemy right now, so that doesn't matter. Alrighty. Why don't we actually start crafting some stuff for ourselves? Seems like we got a massive crap ton of stone and the like right now. It's a bit too late to go anywhere, so let's take some time to actually craft things and try to plan things out. Ooh. So these are what we were getting from the kitchen helper quest. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. I do kind of like the wooden ones. Should we do wooden or should we actually just... Oh, I do have enough anima herbs to do that. Okay. Should we do the actual walls? I'm curious about seeing this set down, so yeah, I kind of want to make this. Yeah. Craft this up. Maybe get some other odds and ends down. Ooh, fancy. It's even wet. How nice. Wall. Or normal? When I said wall, I thought like stone wall and stone fence or whatever fence would show up. Turns out no, it's just things that attach to walls, so that's a unique form of I mean, yeah, that's just a unique way of handling that. Okay. Okay, so that's the proper corner, that's a T-shape, and that's a cross-shaped one. Okay. So, why don't we get a couple... Actually, let's get like 4 of these. Get about 4 of those, get a few regular ones. Worst case scenario, we won't use them and we're just gonna end up selling them or something. It's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. Besides, we're working on crafting EXP for when we break through, so it's fine. Let's get a batch of these. Let's say 6. Yeah. And maybe we'll start slowly changing up our farmland and all that. That'd be nice. Switching things up if I bet. Let's see here. Gonna need a few corner pieces. Minimum of 4. Go with 6. Yeah. Get that 6 going. There we go. Maybe craft some other things. You know, I'm probably, with how I'm planning on doing this, going to need another... What is it? Gate, actually. Don't have enough for it right now, but that's fine. Actually fine for now. How are we looking at floor 1s? So we got those, we got the flagstone. Okay. That's something to look into. Definitely something to look into. Especially with how I'm planning on outfitting this little field. If I were to say this, that to probably be there. And we could go from there. Okay. Yeah. 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 It'll be nice. Can we actually get like lanterns and stuff to put up? That'd be wonderful, actually. Look how kind of dim it is. But just as we saw with that like gate right there, it looked really nice with the lanterns and looked really kind of beautiful at night. It's nice. This game's really pretty, man. I like it. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to freaking do that. There we go. Just taking some time to get rid of all the grass. Use up the last of my stamina before going to bed. Yeah. That will probably be it. Yep, that'll be it. Okay, good stuff. Take some time crafting tomorrow and slowly get ready to move the field to a different spot. where I actually want it. Yeah, yeah, progress. Doing things and beautifying and all that nonsense. Making things pretty in the lake. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I still need 3 more anima herbs. Because I need 5 to make the other bath. Then I need 5 to craft a bath. So still gotta look around for a few. Doesn't look like any spawned yet. Oh well, it's worth looking around. As always, as always. Honestly, like, yes, I know it took a few episodes of me constantly grinding materials to unlock a majority of the decorations we're going to be using. And obviously, there'll probably be more decorations down the road as we unlock new tiers of materials and the like. But from a gameplay perspective, as someone who's been playing this, it didn't feel too bad as a grind. It really didn't. It felt all right. It's like, yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing right now, you know, working towards this one thing. And honestly, props to the devs. I'm an individual that does not mind grinding in a majority of games. And I know I'm in the minority when I say that. I am not the same mentality as others, because grinding for me is me just kind of zoning out and doing something mindless for a while to get a task done that I want to get done. I've mentioned in other games that honestly I'm not good at video games. I'm acceptable. By some people's standards, I'm probably all right, but I'm not good at them. It's why I lean towards RPGs comparatively to other genres of games. It means I can put in effort in one way, shape, or form and still get the desired effect because I put in effort. And I feel like a form of media like video games, that's very gratifying. As long as I try and put an effort in this way, I'll still be able to experience the entirety of the game, and I'll never technically come across that wall that stops me from doing so. So, yeah. There you guys go. There you guys go. There you guys go. Grab that. And, pop that in. Yeah. So, add spiritual cocoons. Okay, yeah, that's going now. Cool. Oh, cool. Spiritual silk. Awesome. Got us some silk finally. There was a very suspicious man skulking around town yesterday, so I drove him off. He dropped this bag of elixirs as he fled, and I picked them up as a just reward. So here's my share to help you in rebuilding the sect. Girl. Define suspicious. Like... gosh. Let me put it this way. I am a very intimidating looking individual. I am. I've known this about myself for well over a decade. I am an individual that, until you get to know me, you usually feel a bit put off by just by how I look. My first impression is big burly dude that is possibly not nice. And yes, if you're willing to look past that, obviously I am nice, at least in my opinion. Silk rolling. Do you need some? Yeah, spiritual silk. Wow, you really made silk. I mean, I didn't make it, the worms did. Wait, would you like me if I could weave silk like a worm? Yes, actually. Silk is light, flexible, and lustrous, making it an excellent material for clothing, especially when dyed, with colors made from all sorts of flowers. I also weave and dye silk in my spare time. It's fascinating to watch the silken threads turn into colorful cloth in my hands. If you want to make clothing in different colors and styles, just let me know. Outfit exchange has been unlocked. Bring materials such as silk and flowers to Songyang Tong to make outfits of various colors and styles. Cool. She's gone now. I don't know why she disappeared. Where'd she go? Wait, where'd she go? Wait, actually, she's always been standing there the past few times. Was her, like, daily schedule changed because I was doing that quest? Bees and silkworms will bring the sect a lot of income. Perhaps you should tell Ji Yahoa about it. I mean, possibly, or I could bring myself income. Hey, so, want to make an outfit. Ooh. Fancy. Very fancy. These are nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. I'm curious how these outfits would look on a female character. So, part of the reason I chose a male character is I do not know exactly how the marriage system in this game works. And I also don't know if they'd allow a male character to date another male character and vice versa, a female character date another female character. I don't know. Story of Seasons has just started doing that the past few iterations. So it's not too much of a leap to say maybe they wouldn't in this game, because this game is an indie studio from a country that maybe doesn't look well on homosexuality. So that's actually part of the reason I actually chose a male character, in case I did like any of the female love interests, because I prefer ladies. Like, that's just my preference, but I prefer ladies. Like, talk to you. Hey, what's up? Like, talk to you. We can grab that, and then we just need potatoes. Yeah. Gosh dang. Awesome. That is actually awesome. I need to take the time to make a freaking, like, a bee house. Never did that. Oy vey. Oh, well, I guess we'll spend the rest of today and the rest of the episode kind of crafting maybe a bit of something else. So I have an idea of how I want to move the farm and make it look a bit. And I'm just trying to decide on the final ideology of it. That gate's not exactly bad. Swimming pool. That would be cute. So basically, what I'm thinking is we're going to section off a part of the field for things like the warehouse, the silkworm area, maybe other buildings we might get down the road. Ooh, when did we get this? It's really cute. Maybe that was the reward for getting so many geodes, actually. Anyways, and that area would be sectioned off with this kind of walls and some actual flooring as paths and stuff underneath, because we're not going to be growing much there, so we can actually just have the flagstones as flooring underneath. It's going to look like an actual building area. What I'm thinking is another gate opening up into what could be considered our fields, and I'm trying to think of what kind of fencing I'd want around that. Honestly, I'd almost prefer this base stone wall and stuff, but it doesn't really have any sort of gate or anything. And I don't know if we'd really have any sort of design that would work as an end cap in order to take up the space of a gate. We don't inherently need a gate, but I want something between the two walls that would be quote unquote the gate that obviously looked like an end cap. Something that may attach to the edge and maybe it's just a lantern. So since we don't have that, I don't know if exactly I want this. It doesn't inherently look bad, but I don't think it would meld well. I think I may actually just do this very basic setup. It's cute and I don't know, I kind of like it. So yeah, we'll make 2 of these little gate doors. That way we have 2 entrances to this little area. I'm thinking for the actual garden. And then we'll also grab, I'm going to say 1 corner and a good number of straight pieces. And that should be fine for the area I'm thinking for the actual garden slash area we're growing things in. That should be mostly good. Yeah, let's just make as many as we can for now. It's probably not going to be enough, but we'll go from there. And do I have more lumber in storage? Do we have that? Because I got a good bit of like superior lumber, just apparently I'm running low on regular lumber. That's kind of interesting, but whatever. Let's go hack a few trees and call it an episode, I guess. Because it's been one. We'll finish that up and pop a save and call it good. But yeah, I think that'll look nice. I got a general idea in my head how I want this, and we'll see if it properly works out. I think I already mentioned, but yeah, I'm fairly certain once we unlock other Mystic Realms, we may get other crafting materials, and that may lead down new designs slash decorations. But I highly doubt we'll super renovate how our farm is laid out, so it would be more of a matter of just kind of replacing things if we want to replace things. Then again, there's always a chance we get a new aspect to the game, like beekeeping or silkworm farming. That could be, okay, I kind of need to work this in somewhere. Because I haven't even made, like, any apiaries for bees. And I arguably should. Like, when I'm planning all this out, I'm not even considering where I'm going to be keeping the bees yet. I'm certain we'll have enough room, but I may have to readjust things a little bit because of such. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Like I said when I was crafting the other stuff, worst case scenario, I have to sell the thing I crafted. It's not that big of a deal. It's what else. This game is super chill and enjoyable in how you go about it. I don't feel rushed to do anything, really. The worst moments of like, oh no, I can't believe that happened, was me feeling like I may have missed my chance at getting anima herbs because it's winter. Like, arguably, I'm going to be holding on to the winter bamboo shoots because apparently they're unique compared to spring bamboo shoots, and I'll be doing the same thing with spring bamboo shoots, that kind of thing. But even at the end of the day, if I'm missing a seasonal item, I just need to wait till the season comes back. And the game's enjoyable enough where I don't feel bad just playing through it until then. Like, I know probably for a fact I'm missing a quest right now because I haven't finished that one dude's braised pork quest yet. Because he seems to give a quest every season about wanting a food for the said season. And since I haven't done the autumn braised pork one, he hasn't given me the winter one yet. But I will play through to winter again. It's not like I'm missing anything. I will be able to do that quest at some point. It might take a bit longer, but it will get done. And maybe by that point I will have the kitchen unlocked for the actual sect, so I won't have to rent a kitchen. So yeah, it's what else, it's what else. Anyways guys, it's been an episode. I don't know if I finished all my thought processes, but whatever. Part of the joy of this game is just being able to ramble and follow a thought process to wherever it may lead you, even if that's not a full conclusion. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later in another episode of Immortal Life or anything else on my channel. But until then, ciao.